What's up, everyone? This is going to be my little review, voiceover catch-up review for the latest Apple TV Plus movie that released back in June, Cha-Cha Real Smooth, which was written and directed by Cooper Raiff in his directorial debuts. And this stars, of course, him, Dakota Johnson, Raúl Castillo, Odeya Rush, Vanessa Burghardt, Brad Garrett, and Leslie Mann. And this centers on a 22-year-old college student graduate who starts making money as a party starter while he also strikes a relationship and friendship with a young 32-year-old woman and her teenage daughter who's autistic. This movie, I held off for a while from talking about it. I was supposed to talk about it back in June, but I figure I wanted to sit on this and really think about if I really like it. And I gotta say, this is one of my favorite films of the year. It's really touching. It's a nice comedy and drama, so it's a great mix, and it wears its heart on its sleeve. This is a great directorial debut. It does break free from sentimental formula and forge a path of his own, but this is a very interesting movie that I very much enjoyed what this has to offer. Starting off with the positives, of course, is Cooper Raiff's direction and writing. He also produced this movie along with Dakota Johnson, which I'll get to, but the fact that he wanted to tell this story in the way that he wanted to tell, and this was an independent film, and this won so many awards at the film festival, so this had no choice but to live up to his namesake. And I gotta tell you, I really thought that his direction was really solid. I thought it was very well told from what it was trying to go for. The first half is really good, but the second half, as the movie goes on, is very soulful, it's very pure, it's very warm, it's very relatable, and you have a great magnetic charm and some very fun, charismatic moments in this movie. It's very light, it's very emotionally heavy, and it does feel like you've seen this before, but in the way it does it, it is very effective, and it definitely does help with a lot of the emotional core and a lot of the beautifulness that comes into it. It's very relatable, it's very insightful, but it's a nice look at adulthood and how challenging it can be to decide what path we want to take, and you feel that in terms of the direction. And Cooper Raiff, he does a great job as our main character here. He does a very good job as this character Andrew. Like, he has recently moved back home, he's a graduate, and he doesn't know where he wants to go in life, but he strikes up a very good relationship. I'm in my early 20s right now, and I gotta tell you, you do feel confident, you do feel the character development in this. But he gave a really strong, dedicated performance. Dakota Johnson, she is great as the character of Domino, who is very conflicted despite being far more established in her life, but their relationship is very endearing. I think it's very emotional, and I think it's very charming to watch, and it's very well done, and their relationship is the heart and soul of this entire movie. But also the script is also very well done too. It's heartfelt, it's emotional. I found myself at points being invested a lot throughout this movie. Vanessa Burghardt as Lola, this is her first film, and she does a very good job at playing an autistic character, because I have criticized this recently in music for doing this, but the actress herself, she is autistic, I think, but she does a very good job. She made it convincing. It doesn't have to to spell it out for the entire movie. You could just pick on the things that she does and you could easily say she's autistic. And they never once go in your face about it. Raúl Castillo is really good. Garrett is really good. Leslie Mann is also very good. I also very much enjoyed Odeya Rush, which I thought she was great in this movie. It's good to see her in another movie like this. She's really underrated and wish she'd be in a lot more movies nowadays. But other than that, I think everyone else does a very strong job in the performances. Cinematography wise and character wise and editing wise and music wise, all of that I think is really good. You have a lot of the Haim sisters. They did take a part in the score. They all do a very good job in the music department and the cinematography and the editing. It's an hour and 47 minutes. It's not too long. It gets you straight in, gets you straight out. It's a very heartfelt and endearing film. This is a movie that I should, on paper, because especially with the autistic character in this movie that Dakota Johnson's taking care of, I should hate this, but the way they went about everything in here is well done. And it's emotional, and I do like the emotional heartbeat and the character way of this. I will say there's just only one few thing that is a little nitpick. I did wish I wanted more of Garrett, a little bit more of Odeya Rush for the screen time they had, but that's besides the point. Those are the only two things I thought is a small little nitpick. It's not enough to drag this movie or ruin this. But at the end of the day, Cha-Cha Real Smooth, one of my favorite films of this year. It's amazing. I love Cooper Raif's writing and direction. I love the performances of its cast. Dakota Johnson was also very good in this, which I hope even in Madam Web, which I'm very torn on. I hope that she's good in, because Dakota Johnson, I do think, is a Hollywood royalty actress. She has the potential to be a great actress, maybe Oscar nominated one day, maybe for this or not. But as long as you keep her away from any of those 50 Shades of Oh Hell No movies, which gratefully she has regret doing those movies, she's fine. But Cha-Cha Real Smooth, one of my favorites of the year. I love the story. I love the performances. I think it has a very strong message of what it's trying to say about finding your place in life, no matter where you are. And this is a very relatable and very well done film. And for that, I'm going to give this movie a better than Vampire Academy. It's one of my favorite films of the year. If you have Apple TV Plus, go watch it. And if you don't have it, check it out wherever you can find it and watch it. This is a very good movie. And definitely a movie that a lot of people is definitely talking about for sure. Some people aren't into it, and that's fine, but it's not preachy, especially with the autistic thing. This is a very well done film, and for that I give this movie a lot of credit, and I had a lot of fun watching this, and this actually turned out to be way better than I thought it was going to be. So yeah, Spider-Verse, JD Spider-Verse approval, if you will. Watch this. It's a really good movie. Well, that's going to do it for the video that you just watched. I will have my channel here, so you will like to see anything here. Click the channel icon, subscribe for more. I will also leave a video and maybe a playlist here, so in case you want to see what I'm about. As always, stay Epictasticness, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool.